It's been announced in the last hour that President Trump is scheduled to return to the United Kingdom, less as a conquering Caesar, more as a familiar gladiator entering a second act, Gladiator 2. But this time he'll be staying at Windsor Castle, not the usual US ambassador's residence. That's right. Trump's UK return will serve as a warm-up for a second unprecedented state visit, a gesture that's diplomatically delicate and politically theatrical. Trump's first state visit in 2019, remembered for its military flair, Queen Elizabeth's calm dignity and a few awkward handshakes, was already a spectacle. But what makes this second visit remarkable is that it is a constitutional anomaly. No other US president has had two state visits. But then again, few presidents have had two non-consecutive terms, or such a hunger for pageantry. The invitation hand-delivered in February by Keir Starmer is said to have been warm, even gushing, reportedly including the King's fond memories of Trump's previous trip. It's a monarch's olive branch cloaked in ermine, ceremonial diplomacy in action, and the choice of Windsor Castle is telling. It was the venue of Trump's previous royal encounter with Queen Elizabeth, the late Queen. He liked it, apparently. It offers grandeur without the logistical nightmare of Buckingham Palace. And there had been whispers of Balmoral or even Dumfries House, an informal fireside chat at the King's Scottish retreats. But Trump, never one for subtlety, is said to prefer Windsor's gilt ceilings and marble staircases to tartan upholstery and Highland mists. It is, in essence, Trumpian statecraft, majestic backdrops for maximalist diplomacy. Now, this visit is not just just an opportunity for Trump to wave at beefeaters and admire cavalry drills. It comes at a critical time in Anglo-American relations, and the UK is anxiously awaiting the results of trade negotiations. Whether it will escape Trump's looming 10% tariffs depends on swift concessions, perhaps even legal rollbacks on online safety and hate speech. It's about wiping round the rim of the lavatory bowl. J.D. Vance, when we're talking about this, you can imagine the hamster going round licking everything. Now Vice President says a deal is likely if Britain behaves. Ooh! Starmer, meanwhile, is attempting a high wire act, securing UK economic interests without appearing to capitulate to a White House whose tone on Ukraine, privacy and multilateralism is more mercurial than ever. Trump has to flex his sort of muscles somehow, because he's rapidly approaching the 100 days in office, and he hasn't achieved the one thing on which he's going to be judged, which is bringing the Ukraine war to a fast close, bringing the Israel war to a fast close. Neither look that certain to end. Publicly, all sides are playing nice, but behind the soft lighting of Windsor Castle, there are hard realities. Trump wants a victory lap in Europe, with swords, salutes and photo ops that suggest global validation. Charles, ever the constitutional monarch, must appear above politics while hosting a man whose policies, from environmental rollbacks to NATO ambivalence, run counter to the King's worldview. And Starmer, he must smile through gritted teeth while playing host to Trump and praying Trump doesn't mention Nigel Farage, wind turbines, or Meghan Markle. And this September visit is not merely a reunion between an American president and a British king. It's a carefully choreographed spectacle with gold braid on the outside and gunpowder beneath. It's about nostalgia and narrative, but also leverage, power and precedent. Trump may call it beautiful. Charles may call it courteous. But the rest of us may call it exactly what it truly is, diplomatic theatre in an age of political brinkmanship.